Tonight through about 8 p.m. Our heat alerts remain in effect. Tomorrow again, that's also going to run through 8 p.m. What we're talking about is dangerous heat index, or feels like temperatures, and the impact of that, it's heat illness. And while we've done this before and it's nothing unusual necessarily, that doesn't negate the fact that it is dangerous. In fact, believe it or not, heat takes more lives than any other weather-related phenomena, above tornadoes, hurricanes, and floodings almost every year. So we want to avoid prolonged activity if we can. I know not everybody can. Some folks have to work out in this. If that's you, stay hydrated. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit warmer, I'm afraid. By tonight, around a little bit from now, let's say 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, I should say, let's fast forward to tomorrow morning, 92 Bentonville, 94 is what it's going to feel like in Fort Smith. We get into the afternoon and you can just see that purple really just swell in. The only exception is going to be the Boston Mountains and the Ouachitas, where we have a little bit of help, but even that's still going to be hot. 106. 3 o'clock tomorrow, Fayetteville. How about 111, Sallisaw through Fort Smith? Now, I do think places such as Ozark, Clarksville, let's say New Blaine, Subiaco, Paris, may even get a little bit hotter than that. 115 to 117. That's going to be a real concern for us. And those numbers are slow to relax. By 9 o'clock tomorrow night, there will still be heat index values in the River Valley in the triple digits. There is a weak front coming through. Technically, it's a cold front. I hate to call it that because it ain't going to get cold, that's for sure. Here it comes. It's going to move into the area late Tuesday night, really more so into Wednesday morning. As it does, it will knock the humidity back a couple of notches. It'll bring temperatures down just a tad, helping to shift that ridge of high pressure, which is just the heat dome. It's going to kind of nudge it back off to the west. And the impact of that is we have a couple of days where temperatures are closer to normal. The unfortunate reality is that only lasts about till Saturday. Once we get past Saturday, what we notice here, look at this, it starts to slowly meander its way a little more further to the east, right back on top of us by Sunday and into next week, which means, yes, our temperatures are going to come down for a few days, but they're going to go right back up. In terms of maximum heat index values, tomorrow, Northwest Arkansas, this point is for Fayetteville, 107. I think Benton County is probably going to get a little bit warmer. I think we're probably closer to 110, 111. Expect an extreme heat warning there as well. Here comes that front. You can see it does knock us back, so we're feeling a little bit better through Friday. But by the weekend, as that high begins to meander back our direction, here comes 95, here comes 100. Where it feels like temperature on Sunday. Now tomorrow in the River Valley, goodness gracious, 113, noticeably warmer than what we felt today. And even with that relief, again, I hate to even call it relief, but it's still going to feel just downright muggy and certainly uncomfortable the rest of the week. Your 7-day looks like this. With that ridge of high pressure kind of shifting back off towards the west, we will find that some small pop-up chances of rain return to the forecast Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wouldn't get my hopes up that it's going to bring any type of meaningful rain. You know the drill. These summertime pop-ups, few and they're far between. Now that front may also bring something else not necessarily desirable. That front is going to be coming in from pretty much due north, which means it may pick up some of that Canadian wildfire smoke that thus far we've avoided, which could degrade some of our air quality for Wednesday and Thursday. Doesn't look to be too bad, but certainly something we're monitoring for you really closely. If you can't win for losing, right? 104 tomorrow in the River Valley, but it's going to feel much closer into the 1-teens. Let's call it that. That front comes through, knocks us back about 6 degrees on Wednesday, and even with that 6-degree drop, goodness, 98 degrees. We'll see the numbers in the mid to upper 90s the rest of this week before next week we're tracking near 100-degree weather all over again.
Not a fan of the 1-teens.
Not a fan of the 1-teens. I don't know if that's a term, but it felt right. So.